Dragonfly, hostiles confirmed. Turn south 12 clicks on your approach. Drop your team and descend to Angels 3 on exit, over.
Roger, Wolf Den. Rerouting to LZ on approach now, over.
Welcome back to MGM, a great place for casual gaming. Today we kick off our first game of BLKOUT by Enemy Spotted Studios. As it is our first game, we'll be learning along with you. We're going to keep things pretty basic as we focus on the core rule concepts. You can definitely help us out if you see something wrong by leaving a comment down below. These battle reports are just for fun, but we do like to improve. Today we have Harlow's First Reaction Force squaring off against the Manticor Boars group. The mission is server defense, and we'll be playing on a 2x2 today with 2 hardpoints and 3 points of interest. After picking deployment edges, players will alternate placing the points of interest. They must be in the center on a 2x2 and 6 inches from each other as well as the table edge. The hard points are then placed at least 6 inches from points of interest, table edges, and other hard points. Securing these hard points gives you an extra chance to win initiative. Players will gain overrun points for destroying an enemy unit, and if they lock down a point of interest. A point of interest is considered locked down if a model is within 4 inches and has line of sight, with no enemy model within 6 inches of it. After rolling for initiative, if a player has 3 or more overrun points, the game ends, or after the 5th round. There will be a few special rules in this one, but we're mainly focusing on a solid game with the core mechanics. We hope you enjoy this presentation of BLKOUT. I'll put links below if you have any interest in this game. The rules are free. As always, don't forget to leave us a like. Turn 1 is coming up next. With both sides deployed, the Manticor Boars group will take the initial turn as they are designated as the attackers for this scenario. They activate their insertion team. All models are eligible for a 4-inch reposition move, and that's taking place now. Operatives begin their action with one sprinting forward into cover. Another is going to take a ready token. Just to the right of them, the rest of the insertion team, one moves to a hard point and the other sprints up behind him. The turn swings over to Harlow's First Reaction Force, the Springbok AI team. One is going to jump on top of the building, the other is going to relocate. The model does a lean out, but what I want to point out here is a lean out costs half of your movement to do, so this model technically would not be able to do this lean out as he did move more than 2 inches. With his action he attempts to shoot, needs a 6, only 1 D10 due to cover, and misses. The other operative becomes ready as he surveys the battlefield. The Manticor team activates their Psycha unit. It is just one model in this team. He elects to fire at the Springbok that is leaning out. Will only get 1 D10 due to cover. Since he did not move, however, he will get 1 extra die as the weapon is heavy. He lands a hit needing a 6, but the shot is deflected with a 10. He fires again as the weapon is cyclic, lands 2 hits this time, and a save is failed. The operative's taken out. With the first casualty being taken, the control team is activated for the Harlow forces. They move forward with a 4-inch reposition. There are 3 models in this unit. The first one is going to elect to sprint, heading towards the stairs and the point of interest. Just to the right, we'll see a gun raise and a shot take place. There will be a return fire with the ready token from the Manticor fighter. The shots are resolved at the same time. The highest, though, goes over to the Harlow's operative. With 2 damage and only 1 armor save, it's enough to take the Manticor Boars operative off the board. The control team then readies their operative with a grenade launcher. He is going to fire. Aiming at the floor here next to the operative, he does have Blast 1, so this will clip the operative that is out of line of sight here. While he lands a hit needing a 6, the shot is deflected and the boards group does reduce blast weapons by 1, so the operative is okay. The boards group then activates their Bratva team, sending 2 operatives forward. The other are going to remain stationary behind a shield. For actions, the other 2 operatives decide to sprint, trying to get towards the point of interest. We are going to relocate one of these fighters beside the shield just so he can get line of sight. He'll take a ready token for his action. The heavy machine gun fires, has an operative in the open here, so gets 3d6, lands 2 hits. That's going to be enough to take the operative out of action. As a quick note, these operatives only have 1 wound, so if you do 2 damage and they only have 1 armor save, 1 of the damage is going through regardless. Harlow's first action force then activates their assault team, and they are moving forward with their relocation maneuvers. They did use a battle drill here to gain 2 inches to their movement. We catch this lean out this time, so that will not be eligible for a lean out as he did move more than half speed. The leader moves forward 6 inches and then sprints another 6 inches. The other operative in this unit just elects to lean out in his current position. The machine gun in this group fires, gets 2d6 as the lean out does not count as moving and the gun is heavy. He lands a hit, a 4-up armor save is failed, the operative is taken out. Using cyclic, he fires again but misses. Another operative, unable to lean out, we did catch it this time, elects to fire, but his shot is going to miss. Targeting cover, only 1d6. The round draws to a close with casualties on both sides. We'll look to initiative rolls for turn 2. Manticor boards group will get 2d10 versus Harlow's 1. This is due to the Bratva team being on the board. It is a special rule that they carry. With the boards group seizing initiative, they are going to activate their insertion unit first. We've got to lean out over on their left flank. Towards the center of the board, we do have a reposition to get within that center objective while another operative heads up the stairs. On the left flank, an AK-MZ2 rips with 3 shots at an operative in the open. Should get 4 here, and we rolled it afterwards for medium. There was only 1 hit out of the 4 dice that were rolled. The armor save was taken and the shot was deflected. At the center, another operative fires, this time at a springbok. 3 dice fire due to him being in the open. He hits once, needing 6s. Saves are made, but he fires again due to cyclic, and this time he smokes the springbok. 10s on the board are considered an ace in this game and double the damage. As we move back to Harlow's forces, chaff is used for control point, and one of their operatives is going to move up behind it. Harlow's forces are down to 1 control point. The leader is going to lean out. Another operative uses his reposition to move forward, but it will draw a reaction as one of the boards group has a ready token and will use it to overwatch. His AK fires, landing 2 hits. One of them is an ace. That is enough to incapacitate the operative. On the left flank, the leader has leaned out, takes a shot, ignores cover with his weapon at close range. He lands an ace and a hit, shooting at an operative here through the holes on the other side. It's enough to take him out. Harlow's forces at the center of the board, just outside of the smoke. That operative will take a ready token. Manticor forces follow up with the Bratva team. They are going to send one of their fighters forward while another one wraps around the right flank. He's going to catch their leader out in the open. Rolling 3d10, should get +1 here to make it 4d10 as he's in the open and the gun is medium. Double 8s will spell disaster for the team leader and he is incapacitated. The other operative in this unit is going to continue to move with a sprint, and this is going to allow him to contest this objective. Harlow's forces activate their control team, and the first is going to move 4 inches on the reposition. Operatives on the right flank are going to use their reposition maneuver to move 4 inches down the right flank. Shots fire from his FAL-32C. It ignores cover at short range. The shots miss. The grenade launcher fires at blast 1, gets 1 hit, but it will be saved. As a quick note, there were shots taken at the center of the board as well. While they did land a hit, the armor save was made. We move back to the Boars group at the center of the board. The Psychic team is going to fire with his heavy machine gun. He did not move, so he gets +1 shots. It will be offset by cover. While the operative saves the first, he does get to fire again, landing more hits this time, unable to save them. As the turn concludes, 1 overrun point has been scored by the Manticor Boars group as they did take out the unit of Springboks. 2 of the objectives are considered contested as there is an enemy fighter within 6 inches of them. For initiative in this turn, it will go to Harlow's first reaction force. We do roll to see if the smoke dissipates. It does not. The operative from the assault team moves into a firing position, takes a shot. His weapon ignores cover this short of range. He lands a hit, the save is failed, and the operative is incapacitated. This will draw the ire of the Psyche unit as that heavy machine gun points at him and opens fire. The heavy gun lands a hit despite the cover. The save is going to be failed, and the operative will be taken off the board. And that casualty will cast some doubt on what Harlow's first reaction force will be able to come away with in this game. We do want to see what close combat is like in this game as well, and that's what we're going to see as the control team moves up the right flank with their reposition. The operative uses a sprint to get into combat, and they both attack at the same time. Harlow's first reaction force will win the duel, and there are no armor saves in close combat. The Manticor unit will be incapacitated. The operative with the grenade launcher is going to use a sprint to come up behind him, but it's going to be a little too late. As we go back to the Boars group, they move on to one of the objectives. An operative moves here and takes a ready token, and that's going to be the game as the Manticor Boars group now control 2 of the objectives, which will grant them 2 points. They were also able to fully take down the assault team, and that's going to leave us at a 4-0 victory today. So really hope you enjoyed our first game of BLKOUT. This is a very tactical, very deadly game, and we haven't even really scratched the surface on different combat loadouts you can use and things like that. That'll all come in the future once we're sure we have a grip on the core mechanics. This is one of those games that can be played in a short amount of time or play multiple games over a gaming session, which is really good. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. As always, a big thank you to the Supporters Club. Your names are on the screen now. It's by no means necessary. If you've watched the video this far, you've done more than enough to support our channel, so thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Take care.